Where are you from, man?
I am from North Omaha, Nebraska.
North Omaha.
Yes, sir.
What was that like growing up in North Omaha for you? Because I've heard stories. Yeah. Welcome to the Look Like Somebody podcast. I'm your host, Rickey Simmons. Look here, man. I want y'all to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. That is very important so we can continue to get this message out there. But today I got a guest. You'll never believe who I got today. This guy is real humble, which I love humble people, but he's also really, really busy. So I'm just thankful that he had time, or he made time to come be on the show today. Rickey, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Say, Rickey, man, I know you got a lot going on, and I'm going to do my best to let you share some things that you need to get out. But I like to always start off with my guests. I like to go back.
Okay.
So let's go back to the beginning. Where are you from, man?
I am from North Omaha, Nebraska.
North Omaha.
Yes, sir.
What was that like growing up in North Omaha for you? Because I've heard stories.
It was, my mom made it fun. It was a fun childhood. We just pretty much stayed to ourselves. A lot of family events, a lot of outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lessons. It's pretty much like a TV show, a sitcom almost. But we actually live it. We live it.
Yeah. Well, I've heard so many stories, I'm not from here, but I've heard the Omaha North stories.
Yes.
And a lot of them are basically horror stories.
They are 100% true.
So in other words, you saw some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And how did you navigate that?
You just learn to protect yourself. You learn the rules. Like you learn, when it's time to go home. You learn when it's safe, when it's not safe.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's
Did you ever have friends that was getting involved in the wrong thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, the reason why I'm asking these questions, because I want everybody to know that even though there was a lot of adversity around you,
yes, sir,
growing up, you seem to have navigated it in a way to where it turned into a positive for you.
It's my mom. 100% my mom.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. She must have been on you.
Yeah, she was on me. Absolutely.
So you had strict guidelines and rules you had to follow.
Structure. Trust me, I was outside too. I was hanging with my friends, doing what I wanted to do, but I was always taught right from wrong as well.
Yeah.
What to do, what not to do, what's safe, what's not safe.
Well, let me ask you this. A lot of people know what's right and what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And a lot of people have had structure.
Yeah.
But a lot of them people still made bad choices.
Correct.
How did you manage, though? I mean, I know your mom was a big influence, but how did Rickey, when mom wasn't there? I know she was probably in your head,
mm-hmm.
but how did you stay away from your peers?
I think I was just blessed. I mean, I made bad choices too and learned, the hard way too a lot of times. But I think I was just blessed to have the integrity to grow out of that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you, let's skip to high school.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Went to the Omaha Northwest Huskies.
What? Not the Huskies. Okay. What was high school like for you?
High school was fun. So originally it started off, it wasn't the greatest starting off. Maybe I had like 4 Ds. They had to call my parents, sit down with the principal. What
was going on at that time?
I was just a knucklehead. I was just trying to be cool. Didn't really care too much about it. I was in high school. I was worried about the wrong things. But eventually, I just took it serious. I'm like, all right, let me get it together because I want to graduate, and I don't want to be the one that's not graduating. And it's funny because freshman year, I was about maybe 5'8", 5'9". Sophomore year, I shoot up to 6'2".
Oh, wow.
And I had this girlfriend at the time, and my best friend at the time was like, oh, we should run track together, and then we'll be at the track meets all the time together. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. And then I have a older cousin named Donnell who was running track at Northwest as well, and he was a legend, name on the face on the walls and everything. So the coach was like, hey, that's your cousin. You should do track too. I do track. Turns out I'm good at it. And they're like, oh, I'm on varsity? And they're like, yeah, you're on varsity. And then whole life changed.
As a freshman?
No, a sophomore.
Oh, sophomore. Okay.
I do.
Now, what events did you participate in?
High jump, long jump, triple jump.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay. So sports became kind of important.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was more so hanging out with my buddies at practice, hanging out the track meets, congregating with the other teams and stuff like that. It was more like it. And I wanted to do it, and I was good at it. I mean, with sports, it made me feel like school was important. With that, my grades started shooting up. I started caring about like my academics. Had a 3.7 when it was all said and done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after high school, what was next for you?
After that, more Knucklehead Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say Knucklehead Stuff, for people that I know exactly what you're talking about, but I want to make sure my audience understand, because where I'm going with this is you're not in the knucklehead stuff no more. No. But I need them to understand what knucklehead. I mean,
just my priorities was like completely like off track. Like I had a couple scholarships. I was going to UNO, and I was too worried about, partying and having people come to my dorm and having all my friends come to my dorm and not going to my classes and things like that.
Yeah.
So eventually I got a knock on my dorm room. It's my talent advisor telling me that, hey, I'm evicted immediately and I have to leave and I can't even get my stuff. They're packing it for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did they give you, if you can share it, did they give you a reason?
Yeah, I was skipping class. I was doing knucklehead stuff. I was having my homies from North Omaha come to my dorm, sleeping on my couch, sleeping in the extra room I got.
So you partying instead of going to college.
Yeah, because I was back to mothers, and my mom, greatest mom in the world, wouldn't trade her for anything in life. But I was so ready to just get out of her house so I can do my own thing and live life how I wanted to. And then she pretty much was like, go ahead. So I was over there making all the decisions that I thought I was making the right decisions, putting my friends above me and ruining my opportunities, while next year they're going to go to college somewhere else and they're not going to do what I did for them.
Gotcha. So basically, in other words, you just was making some choices.
Yeah, so
bad choices.
Yeah, second chance school. After that, went to Iowa Western. And that's a movie itself, because it was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun. I survived, but I didn't have a job. I didn't have a car. I was on campus in the towers. If anybody knows what the towers are, I was in the towers in this, small room, another, roommate. All the athletes, all the out-of-town athletes stayed there. And I was supposed to be in the suites with the track athletes, but I'm with the football athletes. And if I didn't eat at the cafeteria, then I didn't eat that day.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was another escape route. Was on the track team. Literally broke my wrist playing around outside. Had a cast, couldn't work out, couldn't train. Had to drop out immediately.
So basically, a lot of your stuff was self-inflicted?
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, it was nobody else's fault. And I got people that try to take blame for it, like, oh, I should have helped you did this, or I shouldn't have, been there with you. It's like any decision I ever made was my own.
So accountability was an issue early on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got you. And I'm asking these questions because I want people to understand the value of accountability, because I know a totally different Ricky now, and we'll eventually get to that. Yeah. But I need people to understand that when things aren't going well, there's still hope.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but now Iowa Western, you left there.
Man, it was fun. It definitely was fun.
You had a lot of fun, but you didn't accomplish what you went there for.
No, I did not.
Okay, so after Iowa Western, what was next?
Oh, man, so I'm back in Omaha. I missed Omaha. I was homesick of Omaha. I had no car. I couldn't go. Iowa Western's maybe 30 minutes outside of Omaha, the city of Omaha, so I couldn't come and go as I pleased. It felt like I was trapped on an island, and I had no way of escaping at Iowa Western. So went back home, was sleeping on my buddy's couch for $50. $50 sleeping on his couch.
Wow.
Just let me stay there. And I started working in restaurants. I had a homegirl that got me a job at TGI Fridays at the time. I started hosting. After that, I was old enough to serve, started serving, started making money. And I'm like, okay, this is what life is like. It's going to work, making money, being honest, and doing it again tomorrow and just saving my money.
At this time, what was your mother's take on what you were doing?
Oh, my mom was happier.
Really?
Now that I was getting everything together and prioritizing life and getting my priorities together, absolutely.
So you didn't go back home?
I did here and there. Yeah, here and there I did, absolutely.
But then you chose to stay with your buddies for $50?
Eventually, I did go back home until I got it 100% together. Then I was able to move out and do my own thing.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, man. You ever have any really difficult times, like with the law enforcement or anything?
I wouldn't say difficult. I mean, I was drinking underage, like I said, being a knucklehead.
Yeah.
I think I ran from the cops because I had a warrant for minor in possession, and it was the stupidest thing ever because my family was like, you didn't even have to run. You could have just got booked and got out the same day. But because I ran, I had to do like a week or 10 days or something like that.
Okay,
I ain't never been too crazy in trouble with the law.
Well, that's cool because you're talking to a person that spent a lot of time involved with the law. So I applaud the fact that you grew up under the circumstances of North Omaha, and you, for the most part, I mean, I guess nobody's perfect, which I understand that too.
I mean, it's not for the weak at all. I definitely survived it. And I always say I love Omaha because it made me who I am today. Like Omaha, you have to have heart to live here. You can't not have heart, because if you don't have heart, you're gonna get walked on all over.
Yeah.
And I'd have been, in positions where I had to stand up for myself, or I had to, defend myself, or I had to, I can't back down, because if I back down, if you stand for something, you fall for anything. As the saying goes, right?
Right.
And Omaha will test you, absolutely.
Well, and that's a very good point you just made. Everybody didn't grow up like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the audience that I have, I want them to be fully aware. We're not making excuses. We're just being transparent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think the fact that you grew up in what is labeled a very toxic part of town, there's still a way to, even though you're going to have some challenges, there's still a way to come out of this thing okay.
See, that all attests to heart, because I know people that are stuck in that mindset, that are stuck in the victim mentality. It's like, after, I understand we're handicapped, but it's like, are you going to do anything about the handicap? Are you going to be a man and overcome it? Are you going to, be strong and fight that? Or are you going to let that excuse bring you down? Yeah,
and a lot of people will hold on to that excuse forever.
And that's where the Omaha heart comes from. You got to have heart.
Right, to figure out what you want to do. Mm-hmm. I think that's important, man, because I talk to quite a few people, and a lot of the people are very, very, it's a challenge for them to understand everything. Yeah. Which, that's fair. Yeah. And that's why on this show, I always try to make sure we explain ourselves, because, like, for example, when you use the knucklehead, I knew exactly what you was talking about. But there are a lot of people who don't quite connect those dots.
Being in places you have no business being in, dealing with people you have no business dealing with, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, doing something because you think it's cool and you feel like you got a point to prove, things like that.
Well, see, I've done all of those things, and I've done them over and over and over, because I don't think I did it right the first time, so I go hang out with some more knuckleheads and do it again. So I can relate to that. I just want everybody to understand that this world we live in, it's going to throw challenges at us.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, you're going to run into some challenges that you didn't anticipate. But accountability is what I got from that. Now, Ricky, you got to explain this to me. I mean, now wait a minute. This is going to be a little bit off topic, but I just need to know for personal.
Yes.
Where did the music part come in?
That's always been there.
Oh.
That's never not been there.
Ah.
All right, so you want.
Yeah, walk me through this, man.
Documentary.
Yes.
So I've always loved music my whole life. Like, I can go back to my little cousin Keith. He was born in 96, and I had to be like 2 or 3 years old. And they had, I believe it was on MTV, they had I Got 5 on the remix, the Bay Area remix on it, and I was just singing it word for word, verbatim. And, like, there's, like, home video of me singing that song. And I think that's the first rap song I've ever heard, and I just fell in love with it.
How old were you?
I think I was either three years old, I believe. And we got a home video of me singing that song in the nursery room when my little cousin was born. Absolutely. And I remember it vividly. I remember wanting Dairy Queen. And my mom said, we'll get Dairy Queen after this. But, my whole life I've been in love with music, especially rap music.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Even though you were only 3 and you said you loved it, a lot of people love stuff at 3 and then it fades away at 6.
True.
But the fact that you continue to do it. So did you do this all growing up?
Yeah, like I was 9 years old with the little Bow Wow braids doing talent shows at elementary school. Absolutely.
So you was into this. This is who you.
I was doing it. So my mom, like I said, my mom was my biggest hero. She was, you know, break dancer, poet, rapper. Her favorite rapper was Ice Cube when she was growing up. Okay. So I like admired her so much that I wanted to be like her. And I'm like, I want to rap too. And her name actually was RC Chill when she was rapping and breakdancing. So I was like, I'm going to adopt that eventually when I found my identity. And that's why my name is Young Rico Chillz.
Ah.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, when you first told me that you did that,
mm-hmm.
and I heard one of your songs, and I actually added it to my playlist, man, because I just, personally, I can't do it. I can't rap. Mm-hmm. I got no skills in that area, but I do listen to rap music,
mm-hmm.
you know, and I like to know what made you feel like you were going to be able to do that and sustain it, because a lot of times, you know, we think we can do stuff,
mm-hmm.
and we're the only one that think we can do it.
I have no idea. Like, it's like, I guess, being a basketball player. It's like, if you can like basketball, but you don't know if you're a hooper until you got the ball in your hand.
Right.
And people are like, oh, you got some skill. I really don't know when I became good or if I was always good or not good, but I know that along the way I would do like, all right, let me start over. So after the whole elementary stuff and
mm-hmm.
things like that, I was back in the sports, back in the high school and things like that. And I would have, you know, a group of friends over here, a group of friends over there that would have rap groups. And I'm like, oh, Ricky, do you rap? You want to do this song with us? And I'll do a song with them. They're like, oh, that's really good. Let's do another song. To the point where they try to adopt me in this rap group over here and this rap group over there. But I never actually had, like, my own identity as a rapper, my own product, my own, you know, portfolio of music. Until, man, this is, how long do we have? I got stories.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So I was in and out of rap groups doing pretty much features for other people without having my own music that's tied to me and my name.
Gotcha.
And I believe probably phase 3 of more Knucklehead Stuff, I was on unemployment and I was pretty much being a bum, and I was collecting unemployment because the TGI Fridays job had shut down. So I'm like, oh, free money, I get to do nothing. I get $200 a week. This is like 2013, so $200 a week was okay.
Yeah, right.
But it wasn't enough.
Yeah, when you ain't got to do nothing to get it, yeah, I get it.
So I'm applying for jobs that I know I'm not going to get hired at, like doctors and lawyers, just because I had to submit a job to collect this unemployment. And I remember, again, mom, biggest supporter. She was my crutch. She's everything. So I remember one week I'm hanging out with the homies, doing what I want to do, partying and stuff. I forget to log in my job search. Oh. She goes, oh, hey, Ricky, I applied at Applebee's in Old Chicago for you. And I'm like, oh, man, now I have to go to these interviews to collect this money because like they're going to call me back. And if I don't show up, it's reported, don't get the money.
Right.
I go to Applebee's, and they're all like, okay, what's your name? Okay, you're a server before? All right, you're hired. I'm like, okay, I guess I got a job here, whatever. I'm like, Mom, I got a job at Applebee's. Thanks a lot, I guess. And then she was like, what about Old Chicago? And I was like, no, I already got a job. She was like, well, you have another interview. And I'm like, but I already got a job. She was like, go to Old Chicago. I was like, okay. Go down there. I speak with one manager. He's more interested in engaging with me. So I'm like, okay, wow, he actually cares about this job and cares about who he hires. Cool, I'll be right back. I'm going to get the other manager. I'm like, there's more managers to interview with? He's like, yeah, we're doing 2 interviews today. Cool, meet the other manager. And we're engaging. They're asking me a lot more questions. They're seeing my interest. And I'm like, actually, this job is way better because I actually care about stuff. I'm going to go with Old Chicago. Very first day, I meet this short, dark-skinned dude. And we're servers, right? And that's all we do. We just take tables. We wait on tables. And he's stretching, literally stretching, like on the ground. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm stretching. We're about to move. We're about to get to the money. We're about to get it. And I'm like, you're kind of doing a lot for this job. He was like, you'll see. We were busy, so yeah, stretching was smart. We were running around back and forth. And he was like, yeah, man, I do music. I'm like, I do music too. And I'm 20 years old, super cocky. I'm like, man, no, I'm the best rapper in the city. I'm the best rapper. I make all types of music, like party music. That's all I was doing at the time was like music for, because I was partying.
Right.
Playing my song. He was like, actually, that was pretty good. He shows me his music, and I was blown away. And I was like, oh, I thought I was the best rapper. And he's like, showing me sounds, music that I've never heard before. And I'm like, this is amazing. He's like, yeah, I made this beat too. Me and my friend made this beat. And I'm like, you're really rapping like very well. And I'm like, I want to be there. I'm trying to get to that level.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I'll record you because I have, don't have my identity yet. Like, I haven't made a project. I haven't recorded like a song with just myself. It's always me and somebody else.
Yeah.
So I linked with this guy's name is Rondell Boston. He changed my life entirely. Like, I ended up moving in with him and his family. We had this house over south. We still party, but at this time I'm working. We're paying bills. We're being adults, and I'm working on my solo project. And I drop a mixtape. And when I drop music, I have my own thing, my own parties. I don't want to, opening up for people is cool, but like I'm paying security. I'm paying for the venue, I'm paying for the door person, and
right.
It's an in-house thing, not like a promoter is doing it for me and I'm paying the promoter. Like, I'm talking to all these people, emailing all of these people. So when I'm having these parties, it's literally mine. Profit is mine. And we threw a bunch of shows, a bunch of in-house shows, and that was like the mixtape era, the SoundCloud era. And I was like, we need to take this up a notch, and they kept training me, coaching me. If I wrote a song and it wasn't great sonically or lyrically, they would tell me to go home and come back.
Yeah.
Until I get it right, they ain't play it. And these are my friends telling me this. These aren't yes men. They were never yes men, and they molded me to be pretty much the lyrical swordsman that I am, and I can create great songs because of that.
Now, the young man that you came to the film festival with.
Okay, that's he's talented. That's another. His name is David Terrell Green. Remember this, David Terrell Green. He is a singer, a rapper, but most importantly to me, he's a director. He's been to film school. He's a comedian, and he writes all of his material, and he's hilarious. He has a show called Everybody Loves Those Boys on YouTube. The channel was Call Me DTG. And the series is Everybody Loves Those Boys. And we just shot an episode. He just featured me in an episode not that long ago.
Well, that one song that y'all did together, man,
yes.
I still listen to it to this day.
Yes.
To me, and this is going to sound a little awkward, but I'm just going to say it this way. I know I can't rap. Mm-hmm. But when I actually meet someone that can, it's inspiring to me.
Thank
because
you.
To me, just to put the words together to where they can fit to the song is something that I think is a talent that a lot of people try to do, but they don't do a very good job. And what I mean by that is I'm not an expert analyst or anything, but what I'm saying is, well, this is going to get me in trouble, but I'm going to say it anyways. A lot of the current music, to me, sounds like they're mumbling more than they're actually speaking.
Yeah.
I can't understand them.
Yeah.
And when I heard your song with that young man you just mentioned, I could understand both of you guys, him singing and you rapping. I mean, it was very clear what y'all was saying. And there was to me, the fact that you weren't mumbling.
Yeah.
Really got my attention.
I'm going to enunciate and I'm going to get it through the microphone.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of times, man, I mean, like I said, I'm not hating on anybody because that ain't my style, but I would, if I'm going to take the time to listen, see, mostly it's the music for me. I mean, me personally, I'm old school. Yeah. If I don't understand the music, what they're saying has no chance of ever reaching me. First, you got to get my head bobbing, and once my head started bobbing, then my ears will open up.
Yep.
And that's the one thing that I got to give you credit for, man, because then when I saw the video, that was just like the icing on the cake, because then I could actually see what the settings y'all had and your message you got across. I just think that doing those shows, man, tell me about that because I've seen you do different shows.
Yeah.
What's that like, man?
It just depends on the occasion. So there's multiple ways to do a show. There's like open mics where, you sign up, you do a show, and it's not necessarily a crowd there for you. It's more like bring your own crowd.
Gotcha.
And the more friends you got, the more, lit your show's going to look, the more, it's going to look cool on video.
Yeah.
And then there's opening up for celebrities. Like I've opened up for King ISO, Devin the Dude, A-Ball, and MJG. And that's more like, sell a certain amount of tickets and then you'll make your profit and you open up. The more tickets you sell, the better lineup you got, which is, it's a game you play when you're popular, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's what music is about. It's about how many people listen to you. And a lot of people are negative about that. Like, oh, they only, give this to the popular people, not the talented people. It's like at the end of the day, people listening is what makes the money, not how good you are. There's 1,000 rappers better than me. There's 1,000,000 rappers better than a lot of these new rappers out here. But how popular are you is the name of the game, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and see, to me, I think social media plays a big part.
It absolutely does. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I've seen, like I said, and I don't mean to downplay or I'm not downing anybody, but a lot of the popular rappers, I don't even know who they are. Yeah. I mean, they got these names that I can't relate to, first of all, and then their music doesn't do anything for me. But I understand when I say that they're not making music for me. They're making music for
them and their friends.
So I get it. And a lot of the music that they're making, it's very, I think it's for a crowd much, much younger.
Yeah.
That's just what I think. Like I said, I'm no critic. I don't have the ability to say what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
But I think when you can make music that everybody can listen to, I think that's got to be important.
So I used to try to make music to like make everybody happy, and it lasted and it was cool for a little bit, but it would come and go. So what's my new trick now is that I make music that's true to me and that relates to me. And if people relate to that, that's why you draw the connection with fans and they lock in with you for a long time and you have the longevity. Because I can make pop, I call it bubblegum music, where you pop it in real quick. Oh, this is some nice flavor, and then a couple chews later, it's gone.
Right.
You throw that away. It doesn't matter anymore. It was cool for the time being. It's over. I need longevity, and longevity comes with being honest with yourself. It comes with being honest on your microphone and actually just pretty much expressing yourself. And if you believe that, then it will show, and then people will see the sincerity and the honesty in it, and they'll relate to it, and it'll connect with you.
Man, that makes all the sense in the world. And Ricky, I just want to say, man, publicly, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Because, man, it's a tough deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it would be different if you only had a certain group that you need to try to please. Also, I want to say this, too. When you do these shows, there's a lot more go into it than just getting up on stage. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, oh, man, you got critics. Like, there's the rap community in Omaha is kind of funny. And I love Omaha to death. But the rap community itself, they'll criticize you for rapping over your own lyrics. And it's funny because I saw Devin the Dude do it professionally. He says he does not rap over his own lyrics, and I respect it and I admire it. But we're not getting paid millions of dollars to do this show. It doesn't matter if you rap over your own lyrics or not.
What do you mean by rap over?
Oh, like by live. So in a professional setting, like Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl, he never had background vocals. Like everything that we heard came from his microphone, not from the speakers, not from the backtrack. He was a straight live voice, breath control, lung control, rapping to the microphone live. A lot of most artists do, and especially like newer artists that are in the industry, they'll play their song and they'll just pretty much hype man to their own song. And a lot of people in Omaha look down upon that in the rap community, but at the same time, it's like, who are you to judge other people for how they do it?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So it's a lot into it. So sometimes you have to go get live tracks for performancing. It's called performance tracks. You take your lyrics out, you have the beat, you have some lyrics here and there so you can catch your breath, but other than that, it's you rapping on it. You have to find, say if you're doing it for someone else, for a promoter, you have to find their promoter. You and the promoter have to have an agreement of whatever you guys agree. They'll give you the stage time. I mean, I love doing it myself, but I have my friend Justin Strawson. He's put me on a lot of shows, and he's definitely blessed me with a lot of opportunity to get my name out there. But me personally, I like doing everything in-house, like paying for the venue, paying for the security, and having pretty much my own house party at a venue where I'm performing at. I did one a while back for one of my mixtape releases, and it was one of the best shows ever. Packed house, broke records and sales for alcohol and everything. And it was all like me and my name. Like I chose the openers that I wanted to open up for me, and they're like my friends that I know that are talented, that want opportunities. So we all promoted ourselves, and we just packed the house.
Wow. I guess where I'm going next is being a successful rapper.
Yeah.
That comes with stereotypes.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. And that's another reason why I was so honored that you was willing to do the show, because I want to change the narrative on those stereotypes, because the stereotype of most rappers are thugs. They're uneducated. They just happen to know how to put a few words together. Mm-hmm. Some of those are, people are judging, or from my era, and there's like, well, I can't understand them. But what I'm trying to point out to my audience today is that, dude, there's nothing about you that's not educated. There's nothing about you that has the ability to hold a conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of rappers, every other word is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show that there are people that are in your field that are actually able to communicate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that I think we've already pretty much proven that.
Yeah.
And you know what? The thing is, thank you for doing that.
Of course.
Because sometimes we were judged before you even open your mouth.
Dude, even women would be like, "Oh, you got a bunch of women because you're a DJ and a rapper," and I'm like, "That's not the case at all. Like, I'm a human being and I chill. Like, I go to work, I play my game, I do my music, and I sit in my computer chair.
Right.
I'll be inside." But yeah, on that note of communication and things like that, you have to be intelligent to be a rapper, to form any type of lyric and make it. You have to be intelligent to be a good rapper. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Because you can't just go on the microphone just saying a whole bunch of gibberish or saying rhymes that don't mean anything, because then substance is everything, especially when it comes to re-listening and replay value. You have to have substance. Your substance has to make sense. It has to connect, and it has to have a body of meaningness.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I believe why Tupac is rated so high, and they go this the whole Tupac and Biggie thing. Like, oh, Biggie's a better lyricist. He's put words better together. Yes, but the words that are coming out of Tupac's mouth mean something, and people gravitate to it, and they can feel it in their chest.
Yes.
Because it's authentic.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with that. And by the way, I listen to a lot of Tupac music, so I can definitely relate to that. I'm so glad that we got a chance to kind of clear the air with the stereotype. Yeah. Because I think it's unfair, which I know the world ain't fair. I get all that. But there are a lot of people are just misinformed. Yeah. Because they'll see one rapper and seem like and this is just my opinion, but it seems like the rapper that's uneducated and may have one or two popular songs, but has no communication skills outside of rapping. I think those are the ones that the stereotypes are made from.
Absolutely.
And everybody's painted with a broad brush after that.
Yep.
And I just don't think that's right, because to me, I know people like yourself, and that's why I was so interested in having you come on, because I wanted to show.
Yeah.
And not only are you a rapper, man, that's not all you do.
No.
You have a job.
Yeah, I have a career.
Yeah, and a nice one at that. Yeah. And I would like for you to share what that is.
I'm just a sous chef. I'm a chef at A.K.A. Tactical, and I make pretty food look good and taste good.
Man, listen, he's being humble now, which is fine. That's okay. I love humility. Let me chime in.
Yeah.
Man, I am so honored to be able to come to 88 Tactical, to the Founders Club.
Yeah.
Because, man, every time I go there, you guys show me love. I'm a big Shay fan. I'm a big Randy fan.
Yes, sir.
One of your coworkers, Josh. I mean, I'm very pleased the way I get treated there. And the food itself is excellent, man. I mean, there's been times I live in Lincoln, and 88 Tactical is 35 minutes from my house. Yeah. I will drive to 88 Tactical to get food to go.
The job is an amazing job. Owners are super cool, super humble, super great down to earth. Man. I live in Omaha, and I stay 30 minutes away from there.
Yeah.
So I'm driving every day 30 minutes to get there.
But hey, I'm going to tell you, man, y'all are doing great things there. And the food, I don't know if any of you ever had the opportunity, if you're from this area, to go to 88 Tactical, man. Big shout out to 88.
Come 88, get a plate for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, you're going to be like me. You're going to be up in there like furniture. Because I'm up in there on the regular. I mean, I done got to where I know just about everybody up there.
Yeah.
But, you know, even having that career, see, to me, that's like insurance.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a security.
Because as far as I know, people ain't going to stop eating.
No.
You know, so that's kind of part of this thing called life. So there's always going to be a need for what you do. But the I call it your other job, which is rapping. There's going to always be a need for that too as well, because our youth is our future. And they seem to be able to be reached.
Oh, the world's changing. I love it. So back in the day, if you were being seen, it's because the TV companies put you on that screen. If you're being heard, it's because the record company and radio put you through those sound waves. If you were being, watched or anything, it's because somebody put you there. Now it's all in the hands of ourselves. Now we have our own live streams and we can, have our own channels and be seen. Like even this podcast today. Right. Back in the day, we would have to be, talking to Oprah to, do something like this.
Correct.
But now we have it in our hands to be capable of doing this. And that's what I love about the future and the youth now, is that they're making their own future. Now, what really is the key to success in the future is finding something that's exclusive and making it available to the public. Because that's exactly what, music is. With I'm on Spotify. I go through a distribution company like United Masters and DistroKid, and I can go there, log on, put my music up myself with my picture on streaming services. Yeah. I don't need, a record company to do that for me, and now I can do it myself and be independent. And it's all they did was take something that was exclusive, and that people had a monopoly on, and they just made it available and accessible for everybody. So the future of success is finding something that is unavailable to the public or is rarely achievable and making it available.
Yeah. I think it's just opportunity after opportunity that's going to be made available through this technology. Yeah. I'll be the first to admit technology is not my number one skill, but the little bit that I do know is very beneficial. Yeah. And I've seen some of the younger generations have a lot of success with technology, man. I mean, they can do things. I mean, I've seen kids do things with technology that I can't even dream of. So
they're having artificial intelligence make businesses for them.
Correct.
They're creating businesses with artificial intelligence.
Speaking of that, man, I don't even begin to understand how that's possible. But I mean, it just seems like it's very common nowadays.
It is very common.
I mean, and I've seen teenagers being able to profit and benefit from technology. And I'm just blown away because I know that's our future, and I'm not challenging that. But what I will say is this: I think it's real important for people to understand that we have to do something to reach the youth in a productive way. And if technology is the vehicle, then we should capitalize on that.
It also could be the cancer, because there's people out there that don't really care about that message, and they're just putting whatever out there, and it's available to the youth as well.
Yeah, and that's where I get a little taken back, because if they're our future and everybody knows that, why wouldn't you want them to have the best opportunity to be productive?
Some people don't think like that. They just think selfishly.
Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing a lot of, Rick. And I will say this: I think it's real important that you keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you're humble too. See, humbleness to me is a sign of strength.
Thank you.
Whereas a lot of people take it just the opposite. Humble. They take it as if you're weak, and I don't agree with that. I think it takes more strength to be humble than it does not to be.
Correct.
Because when you're not humble, or you're, in my opinion, you're not accountable, there's some consequences going to come with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of them consequences ain't going to be favorable. Nope. So I'm going to say this to you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, and I want you to know that even though doing positive things, whether it be your career, whether it be rapping, whatever, there's just not a lot of people going to really acknowledge that. But you can take the same person, which is yourself, and do one knucklehead thing. And we
trumps it all.
Yeah, we finna give you so much coverage that we wouldn't give you for the positive things that you do.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you I know you are aware of it, but I like to reassure people that that's not just a figment of your imagination. I mean, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you might not get a bunch of pats on the back. But what you will get is, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you will get some attention.
And it comes down to this. I do this every day. I look in the mirror and I tell myself, what type of man do you want to be? What type of person do you want to be in this world? And, you know, there's many choices. We could be whoever we want to be. We could be selfish. We could be malicious, or we can have integrity. We could be proud, and we can make peace with who we are.
Right.
And that's what I do every day. I look at myself. I'm like, who do you want to be?
Yes.
That's it.
I think that's smart, because a lot of things are very divisive in our society. They want to divide and conquer. I don't co-sign that. I think being a good person is not very hard to do. You know, treating people the way you want to be treated. I think the key to that is don't expect it in return. You know, that way you're never let down. You know, a lot of times I think people, they'll go out of their way to be really nice people, but they don't receive that back, and it's kind of like a gut punch, so to say. It's almost like, man, I was really nice to these people, and they just act like I wasn't even there. And that can be a little discouraging. But if you're nice to someone and you don't expect it in return, that means when you do get treated nice in return, it's like a double blessing.
Yeah.
You know, because when I'm nice to people, it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've used this example several times, and that's like holding the door for someone at a department store. I've seen people walk in and they treat me like I work there. Like that's my job, to hold the door for them. You know, I'm a customer just like they are, but I smile when I see that, because for every 5 or 6 people that may not acknowledge that I held the door for them, there's always one saying thank you. And that, to me, that covers the other 5 that didn't.
So what does it for me, and this might come off a little narcissistic.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's when I'm sticking to my integrity and my values, and maybe someone's not returning that favor, or they're pretty much doing what they're not supposed to do, I can look at myself and be like, yo, did you do the right thing? What type of person are you? Like I said, in the mirror, who would I want to be?
Right.
So when it's all said and done, like 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Correct.
And I preach this all the time. If this person doing something to you, you don't have to do anything back to them. Because when it's all said and done and it's time to be judged by whoever, they could say, well, you did the right thing. You stuck to your guns. You stuck to your values, no matter what. And that's priceless to me. Yeah,
well, to me, I agree with that. I mean, and I think it's like this, like you said, you either stand for something or fall for anything. I totally agree with that statement, because to me, life is what it is. And we have to make some choices. And if we don't make great choices, then there's consequences. And if consequences doesn't bother you, by all means, do what you do. But in your case, in my case, we don't want to deal with consequences that we can avoid. Is that safe to assume for you?
Correct.
Yeah, but that's how I look at life. I love to see like, it's kind of like this saying, my personality is one thing, but my attitude is another. And what I mean by that is my personality is jovial. I like to laugh and joke and have fun. That's my personality. My attitude, however, is a little different. When people are negative, I promise you I will not go up to them and try and make them positive. I will give them the respect of being negative, if that's what you want to do. I call it giving them 50 feet. I will give them the space to do whatever they feel they need to do, because I'm not in a position to tell someone else how to be. I like to be. You know, and that's where that's
your light. Their darkness cannot overcome your light. My light
I love to laugh and joke. I make videos all the time where I can't dance, man. But, you know, in my mind, I'm doing dances I did when I was a teenager, and that was forever ago. But in my mind, it makes me feel good, and a few people even actually laugh at them.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So what you do, you go out and you do these rap songs, you reaching people. And your career of chef, man, dude got a dish named after him, too. Yeah. I was really impressed when I saw the menu and said, Wicked Ricky. I was like, what?
Wicked Ricky Lobster Mac, for sure.
Man, I tell you, dude, you're just proud of you.
About to make me go make it when I get home.
But no, I'm just really proud of you because you started off in a situation, and big shout out to your mom.
Thank you.
Man, I mean.
Big shout out to Mom.
Yeah, you started off in a situation, man, that could have been very negative.
Yeah.
And with the help of your mom, man, and I give you credit too because you might have got the advice from her, but you had to actually walk the walk.
Yeah.
And for the most part, you done what you need to do to survive and be productive. A lot of people don't come out, and I'm pretty sure you got some friends
still
that
do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got some friends that didn't come out of this thing quite as well. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely, still do.
See,
absolutely.
Tell us about some of your friends, man.
Oh man, I got friends that are dead. I got friends that are in jail. I got friends that move out of state and went to college and are doing great. And we all separated for the better or for worse.
Gotcha.
So definitely I got friends doing time now. I got friends that just got done doing time trying to get their life together, and I'm proud of you, and you didn't, you got out of the riffraff that we was doing, and I saw it early. I saw it early from a long time ago, like, hey, this ain't even it. Like, we were bums pretty much. Like, we was living day to day. We always had party fun somehow. We always had, the means to party. But we was just, house to house, couch to couch, party to party. And I'm like, nah, this is repetitive. Ain't nothing. We're not going nowhere. I'm like, we got to do something. I had to step out of that. And I had to figure out what I wanted in life and what I wanted to do.
And some of your friends, let's just say some of your friends that had done time.
Yeah.
And when they get out, do y'all have conversations?
Absolutely. Yeah.
How those conversations go?
It's like it's like time never went by. Like, we boys still. We still connected. I have a best friend right now that if we go 6 months without talking to each other, he'll call me and we'll link up like it was yesterday.
Right. So in other words, there's another one of those humility things that I would point out. Because they went and you didn't. You didn't never look down on them.
No, never would.
Yeah, see, and to me, those things mean stuff. Because I got friends like that as well. I mean, they watched my train wreck. But when I was blessed with another opportunity, they were like, man, we were just waiting. We knew you was going to figure it out. Because they knew me before. Yeah. And they knew what type of person I was. Now, I didn't know if I was going to make it out or not because I was really, really in a bad way for a long time. Yeah. And I've given people the reasons to not believe in me. So I can relate to the fact that you had these friends and you chose to not turn your back on them. Yeah. That's important, Ricky.
Never would.
Yeah, but that's important because do you know how many people that don't think like that? Yeah. I mean, I know you got to know something.
I mean, I'm still here, man. Like, I ain't going nowhere. They still here.
Right.
As long as I'm here, they can reach out.
That's what I'm saying, but it's a lot of people, man, once, let's just say, for example, once they make a bad choice and they get locked up, they so-called friends, they thought, they move on. And then they look, whenever their paths cross again, it's almost like they're looking down on them. Yep. And I've seen that too. And I just want to give credit where credit's due, man. I mean, the fact that you can stay humble enough to realize that, hey, man, ain't nobody perfect.
And it could have been me. At any given time, it could have been me.
Right. Yeah, you were blessed to escape that. Yeah. But, man, trust me, it means the world to me to know that there are still people like yourself that are still out here that are younger.
Thank you.
Because a lot of the younger people, man, I don't know, they paint a really bad picture.
I done lived 3 lifetimes. I done learned all my lessons and figured it out a long time ago. I was doing a lot in a short time frame, for sure.
Well, let me ask you this, Rick. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell your younger self?
Younger me, I think about this all the time too, man. Worry about Ricky. That's what my mom used to say, man. Just worry about Ricky. Worry about Ricky. Make sure Ricky is straight. Make sure Ricky's eating. Make sure Ricky ain't got to worry about nothing. Make sure Ricky got his money. Make sure Ricky got his job. Secure Ricky. Because I was so loyal and so naive. I was sacrificing everything just to have that bond, to have that connection with people.
Yeah.
And, you know, we bonded, but people were still worried about them. They made sure they were straight. I would sacrifice myself to make sure they were straight.
Yeah.
And I should have just took care of Ricky. If I could go back, take care of Ricky, like, I learned to say no, too. Learn to say no.
That's a big one. That's a big one. A lot of people, including Ricky,
Yeah.
I saying no was a learned thing for me, especially after I got my life turned around. Because for so long, I was that guy, too.
Yeah.
I would sacrifice all mine to make others happy.
Yeah.
16 years ago, made a decision. I'm going to make sure that I still be a good person and treat people the way I would want to be treated, but I got to learn to say no to some people that I feel like aren't trying to better themselves. And that's a tough thing to do, especially with people you
It is, man. Especially with people you love, for sure.
Right, yeah, because they always they come back with that one line that always seemed to make us think, which is, oh, now you better than me. No.
It's funny because I am blessed because recently I had to tell someone no too, and I felt so bad telling them no, and I was like, man, they gonna hate me, and I'm like, I had to be honest with them, and they was like, man, you don't have to explain nothing, I love you. And I'm like, oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I can't do it. I ain't got it like that right now.
Right.
And they're still friends with me to this day.
See, and that's a real friend.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, everybody's going to have adversity in their life, you know, and no one really gets a pass, you know, so you basically have made a way to stay productive and be true to yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
That's not easy. Important. Yeah, that's not
Very
easy
important.
either. I mean, I know for a fact I've been accused of making it look easy, but people don't realize
because you make it look good.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't realize how hard I work at being positive, how hard I work at being accountable, living this lifestyle. I think when I come, I'll say 88 Tactic. When I come there, a lot of times my buddies may have if I bring some of my friends, they may have a cocktail. Well, I'm clean and sober. Yeah. I got to get that Sprite with no ice, you know, and then I had to make a joke about it so that I don't make them uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because they're having drink after drink, and I may come up with, man, if I have 2 more of these Sprites with no ice, y'all might have to call Uber for me. You know, but that's just my way of putting others at ease.
Correct.
You know, and I think that's important. So, Ricky, if you had to say, what does your future goals look like for you?
Businesses, man. I got kids. I got 3 kids.
Okay.
You know, they with me too. So it's like I'm doing the school and the pickup and the daycare and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So just did this DJ endeavor maybe a year or 2 ago. And when I turned 30, my father gave me some good advice too. He said, hey, now's the time to pick what you want to do and learn it, stick with it, and master it. He said, you got this time, you got this wisdom, you got this maturity. Now's the time for you to figure something out. So I went out, bought some DJ equipment, and I've been doing it for almost a year and a half. And I saw what creating a business looks like. So I'm like, man, this is good. Okay, I'm about to, save up this money and buy this house. I'm like, dang, when I buy this house, I'm going to have to take care of it. I'm going to have to buy lawn care. I can start a lawn care business. If I take care of this house, I got a son, a 10-year-old son, and working, I want him to work, but I don't want him to work for other people to make them better. It's like, hey, dude, I could teach you this DJ stuff. I could teach you this music stuff. I could teach you this mixing and mastering. I could teach you how to take care of a lawn. I can give you these tools. So, hey, when you 14, 15, 16, you got your lawn care business, and you can see how it is to make your own business at a young age. So when you have ideas that you can go do what you want to do,
Correct.
That's my goal right now.
Wow, okay, that's impressive because a lot of times people don't think like that.
Yeah.
It's mostly go get a job.
I'm always thinking like that. Yeah. I'm always thinking, what can I do better? What can I do next? What else can I master?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You're off to a great start,
Thank
man. You really are. And I always try to say this as much as possible. I'm just proud of you. See, a lot of times we don't like to admit that we're proud of others. We don't like to admit that we're proud of others because it's too easy to wish others bad so that they look good, you know.
See, my way of saying that, and I tell my homies all the time, like, man, I'm jealous. If I'm not envious, like, I don't hate you for doing it. I'm jealous. Like, man, I should have thought of that. Man, that's cool you doing that. That's my way of telling them I'm proud of them.
Yes.
Like, man, I'm jealous. I'm your friend. Love it for you. And I'm glad that you're doing it. But I tell them straight up, like, that's how I feel. That's amazing. I'm jealous.
Well, you know what? That's a great way to look at things because when you give others credit, it really does uplift you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't be labeled a hater.
Nope. Never, man, that's one of my biggest things. I will never, ever, ever be a hater. I will congratulate anybody for anything, but having hate in my body and my soul, I can't do it.
No, it ain't worth it. Well, look, man, I'm going to thank you for being on the show, man. You've done a marvelous job, and I appreciate you clarifying all these different things I needed you to clarify. We're going to wrap this show up the same way I do every week. Every day you blessed to see. You got to look like somebody and do that for yourself. Thank y'all. We'll see you next week. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.